Hi guys, it's LeJanaro back with another video. Today I wanted to do a Cricut video, and I wanted to show you guys how I use the Cricut to make my Kiss Cut stickers, as well as how I get the Cricut to cut around the actual sticker sheet instead of me using my paper cutter to cut the sticker sheets. Initially I bought a silhouette portrait because I always hear most sticker shop owners, they have a silhouette, and they say that the silhouette is easier to navigate when it comes to stickers. I'm still trying to figure out how to use my silhouette. Silhouette Studio is kind of easy to use. I'm not really having any issues with it. I'm learning different stuff every day, but I haven't pulled the machine out of the box yet and actually cut out any stickers. But I did, because I use my Cricut so much, I wanted to see if I could master this with my Cricut. So I'll have two different machines to cut stickers. And one of my my crafting sisters, Zaria Creations, she sent me on this path. She sent me a video of someone doing this, but the video was it was good, and the lady, she did explain a lot, but I still couldn't figure out what she did exactly on some of the stuff. So I found another video here on YouTube, and they were very detailed in how they got the Cricut to cut around the sticker sheets, and I did some tweaking on my own, to make it my own. So I want to show you guys how I do that. I'm going to make some script stickers, and those, I use those in my planner. So let's get started. I feel like I'm rambling on a lot. If you are new here, welcome. If you're not, thank you so much for every time you keep coming back when I make another video, when I post another video. So I'm in Cricut Design Space. I'm going to hit New Project. And I'm going to go ahead, well, I haven't put anything in here to save yet, so I'm going to hit text first because I'm making script stickers, and I'm just going to type my text. This one, first one is going to be Bible study. I'm going to change my font, and I'm going to go to system because I want to use a font that's on my computer. A lot of the Cricut fonts, they do have some free fonts, but you have to pay for some of them, so I don't use a lot of Cricut fonts. And the other one, my other text is going to be journal, because I want to use that in my planner as well. Alright, so once I type my text and I get it, the font that I want, I do the offset around it. So I just hit offset. And as a matter of fact, let me hit cancel real quick. Okay. Only reason I did that is because I want to see the offset once it's done. And if it's up here, the box covers it. So I'm going to do that again. Hit offset. And I like to play with it a little bit. Take it up and down to see. Because I don't like the offset to be super thick around it. So I'm just going to drag this, and you see how the offset is changing around the words the more I drag it. So you just drag it to how you want it. It looks like the 0.25 was the best one, so I'll be leaving that at 0.25. Apply. My offset is selected over here. I'm going to change it to white. Then I'm going to click and drag to select them both and hit flatten. Alright, that way it'll only cut around the offset and not try to cut out the letters Bible study. Alright, and then I change the size to 1 inch because the boxes in my planner are about 1.5, somewhere around in there, so 1 inch is a good size for that. So that's the first one. And then journal, going to do the same thing. Going to do the offset. I'm going to take it down a little bit to see. right. And I'm going to change my offset to white. Right, click and drag and flatten, and then change the size to 1 inch. All right. So I like my sticker sheets to be 4 by 6. So I'm going to grab a shape here, and I'm just going to grab. Do I want a square? Do I want a round? I'm going to do a rounded corner one. All right. So I want this to be 4 by 6. So I hit my unlock. You can also hit the unlock up here. So I'm changing 4 by 6. All right. And I'm going to do 2 of these. So, well, let me do this first. So I'm going to select my image, and right now it's a basic cut. So I'm going to hit this arrow and I'm going to make it a print then cut. So I'm just going to hit standard under print and cut because I want this box to be a print and cut box. And then I'm going to change that to white. All right. And now I want 2 of these. So I'm going to hit duplicate. So I want one for journal and one for Bible study. All right. So now what I'm going to do, I put my words over. Well, let me do this one first. So you saw the Bible study was behind that. So what I'm going to do with the Bible study selected, I'm just going to hit arrange, center front. All right. So that's Bible study. And then journal, I'll do the same thing. Drag it over and then arrange, center front. Now, I'm sure there are so many different ways you can do this, easier ways, but this is just how I do it. Doesn't mean I'm doing it the right way. This is just how I do it. All right. So for Bible study, of course, I want to have some to fill up the page. So I'm going to hit duplicate twice because I think I'm only probably going to be able to get 3 on here. Yep. All right. So that's 3. So what I'm going to do, I just move the box out of the way. Well, actually, let me put it back in here because I want to see how I want to space it out. All right, I think that's good. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click and drag and highlight these. I'm going to align them to the top. And if you feel like they're not spaced out evenly, you can also do one of these distributes. I feel like mine are spaced fine. So once I have them like this, I then hit group. All right. That way, when I move them, they move together. Right. So I'm putting my box over it, over the words again, and kind of having it, spaced the way I want it. If you're having issues trying to see, just change the color of your box. You can always change it back to white, but you can change the color of your box just until you get all your scripts on there. So I'm just going to hit this, and hit duplicate a couple of times until I get the amount of scripts that I want on here. Just going to space these out, and I'm going to do the same thing to journal. I may not do that. I may not record that part just so, but I'm doing the exact same thing I did with the Bible study. Duplicating it, seeing how many I can get across the page, and then lining them up kind of like this. And again, you can use those align. It's not highlighted right now, but I'll show you how to get it back in a second. So I'm just trying to get as many on here as I can. I think I can get one more. I may have to do a little bit of adjusting, or I may have to take that one off. All right. All right, so got all the journal stickers done, and if you want to see, I'm going to click on the box back here, and I'm just going to change it so you can see the color, so you can see what it looks like. I'm going to click on it again, change it back to white. Now for the Bible study ones, I said I was going to show you how to the align button. You see how they're kind of not straight? So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to click and drag. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Get back there. Alright, so I'm just going to click and drag and select them all. I'm going to go to align, and I'm just going to align left. And that straighten it up a little bit better, right? Alright, so that's the Bible study one, and you get it on your sheet. I'm going to click on the sheet back here, change it to white. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, let me move this out of the way again. I'm going to click and drag and highlight all of my scripts. I'm going to hit attach. Alright, so they don't move. I'm going to do the same thing to the journal. I'm just going to move this out of the way, click and drag the scripts, hit attach, because I do not want those to move at all. I'm going to change this back to gray just so I can see what it looks like. Oh. There we go. Alright, and do the same thing over here, just so I can see what it looks like. I just want to make sure it's kind of, you know, even on here. Alright, so now what I'm getting ready to do, now that I have my background, I have my scripts attached, I'm going to now highlight the box and the scripts, hit attach. Right, do the same thing with this one, hit attach. Alright. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, I've already done one side. So what you're going to do now, you're going to go back to shapes, and you're going to grab that same shape that you grabbed earlier. But this time you're not going to make it a print and cut. You're going to leave it as a basic cut. And you don't have to change the color or anything. So I'm going to change the size to 4 by 6. Right? I'm going to slide it on top of my sheet there. I'm going to hit arrange, send to back. So that's one. I'm going to do this 4 more times, so I should have a total of 5 of those shapes. So I'm just going to hit duplicate. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm just going to send those to back. So click on them, send them to back. Right, until you see your original script sheet first. Then you click and drag and highlight all of them. It should be 6 in total because you have 5 basic cuts, and then you have the 1 print and cut with your scripts. Select and drag them all. Drag and select them all. Hit align and hit center. Right, that way all 5 of those basic cuts are behind your script stickers. So then I'm just going to click and drag again to make sure I highlight everything. I'm going to hit attach. Alright, so nothing moves. So now I'm just going to take these and I'm just going to rotate them both to 90 degrees. Because with Cricut Print and Cut, you can only print 6.75 by 9.25. That's the print area. So I'm just going to click it, rotate 90. Move it up here, do the same thing to journal. Right, and I'm just going to line them up, and I'm going to do one more attach, okay? So now that I have these 2 lined up like I want them, or I had them lined, there we go. Click and drag, select them both. So it's going to select everything, hit attach, because you don't want this to move. Okay, so I wasn't sure if that last part got cut off, but after I turned these 90 degrees, I then clicked and dragged, select them both, and then I hit attach. All right, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit make it. Oh, always save your projects. I'm going to go back and save after I'm finished, but always save your project in the midst of doing it, because I have gotten to this point to get ready to make it and Cricut Design Space shut down and I had to do everything over again. Talk about somebody being mad. So while I'm laughing about it, I think once this gets finished doing what it's doing, I'm going to actually hit cancel and hit save, because I might break down and cry on this video if that happens. I don't think I can hit cancel yet. I can't, no. So I'll pause this while that does that. All right, so I hit cancel. I'm coming back to save, because if I lost all of this work that I just did, I don't think I would touch the Cricut for the rest of the weekend. All right, so it's gonna save it, and then I'm going to hit make it again. All right, so make it. All right, so it has it on the mat, and it does fit in the print area. I find that the 4x6 size, it fits pretty good in the print and cut area, which again is 6.75 by 9.25. So I'm just going to hit continue. Then I'm going to hit send to printer. I'm going to remove the bleed and use system dialog, because I want to use my printer's settings. So I'm going to hit print, and this is going to open up the dialog box for my printer. So always make sure you hit use system dialog so you can use your printer settings, and select the right printer, because this is never the right printer. All right, so I'm going to choose my printer. I'm going to hit preferences, and yours will probably look different depending on the printer that you have. My paper is Premium Presentation Matte. I always use that. The stickers are black and white, so I'm just going to do black and white. I want to see high, see what high looks like. These are for me, so I just like to print them, try different settings just to see what they look like. All right, hit OK, then print. And then these will start to print out. And what Cricut is going to do is going to first cut around the script. So it'll cut around the Bible study. And then it's going to cut the 4 or 5 basic cuts. All right. And then you'll have sticker sheets that are already cut for you. All right. My paper, I have to use, I'm using removable sticker paper, so I have to use the glitter vinyl setting. And again, your machine, you just have to figure out what settings to use. I found these settings on Online Labels website, and they work pretty good for me. So, all right. So now I'm just going to let the Cricut do its thing, and I'll show you the end result. It was so funny when I came in here and unloaded the mat. I was like, Cricut better not make a lie out of me. But so I'm doing this with one hand. So you have your sticker sheets now. And I was using my paper cutter at first, and I just could not get the cut straight. And those videos, the ones that Zaria sent to me, and then finding that other video here on YouTube helped me to do this. It's so much, I do like a rounded sticker sheet, and it's so much easier to have the machine cut it for you than you cutting it yourself. And it also cut the kiss cut around the stickers, so the stickers are still attached to the sheet, and then the sheet is cut around. So that's something, if you were curious about that, that's how you get the Cricut to do your kiss cut as well as cut around the sticker sheet. All right, if you have any questions, you can put them in the comments below and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I post a new video. And I'll see you in the next one.